Today I'm sharing my grandfather's traditional tea recipe that combines 5 powerful natural ingredients to support your digestive system. This isn't just another wellness trend, it's generations of wisdom backed by modern research. These ingredients work together to help reduce inflammation and promote better gut health naturally. The recipe is simple to make at home, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to prepare it and why each ingredient matters. Many people who've made this tea report feeling less bloated, experiencing better digestion, and having more consistent energy throughout their day. Let me walk you through each ingredient and explain the science behind why it's in this recipe. Understanding what you're putting into your body empowers you to take control of your health. Fresh rosemary. This aromatic herb contains polyphenolic compounds with significant anti-inflammatory properties. Research published in Phytomedicine found that rosemary polyphenols decrease intestinal inflammation by improving gut barrier function and modulating gut microbiota. Studies show that the active compounds rosmarinic acid and carnosic acid promote beneficial bacteria like bifidobacteria and lactobacillus, while reducing harmful bacteria. Fresh rosemary contains higher concentrations of these beneficial oils compared to dried versions. Pineapple peel. The peel contains bromelain, a mixture of proteolytic enzymes that aid in protein digestion. Research published in Nutrients demonstrates that bromelain possesses anti-inflammatory properties. A study in inflammatory bowel diseases found that pineapple juice containing bromelain decreased inflammation severity in colitis models. Bromelain also enhances mucus production in the gastrointestinal tract, protecting the stomach lining. Fresh ginger. Used medicinally for thousands of years, ginger accelerates gastric emptying and stimulates gastric contractions, according to research in food science and nutrition. A 2025 Nature Communications study identified furanodien in ginger as having potent anti-inflammatory effects in the colon. Research demonstrates that ginger supplementation positively regulates intestinal microbiome diversity, reducing pro-inflammatory bacteria while increasing beneficial species. Bay leaves. These aromatic leaves from Laurus nobilis contain phenolic compounds with powerful health benefits. A 2024 Food Science and Nutrition study found that bay leaves significantly improved colonic function, promoted beneficial bifidobacteria and lactobacillus growth, and reduced harmful bacteria. Traditional use for digestive problems is now validated by modern research. Cloves. These flower buds contain eugenol, comprising up to 90% of clove essential oil. Research demonstrates that eugenol possesses significant anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Studies found that clove oil enhances gastric mucus production, protecting the stomach lining, while the antimicrobial properties combat harmful gut bacteria and support digestive enzyme production. Now that you understand the power behind each ingredient, let's prepare this tea. The recipe is beautifully straightforward. You don't need exotic equipment or complicated techniques. You'll need a generous handful of fresh rosemary leaves stripped from their stems, the peel from 1 fresh organic pineapple, 1 large tablespoon of freshly grated ginger, 3 bay leaves, and about half a dozen whole cloves. You'll also need 2 cups of water. These proportions are important because we want to extract the beneficial compounds without making the tea too concentrated or bitter. Start by bringing 2 cups of water to a rolling boil in a pot. While the water heats, prepare your ingredients. Strip the rosemary leaves from their woody stems. You want just the leaves, not the tough stems. Wash your pineapple thoroughly before cutting it, then reserve the peel. Grate your fresh ginger using a fine grater to release its aromatic compounds. Have your bay leaves and whole cloves ready to add. Once your water reaches a full boil, reduce the heat to medium and add all your ingredients. First, add the rosemary, followed by the pineapple peel, then the grated ginger, bay leaves, and finally the cloves. Allow everything to simmer gently for 6 to 7 minutes. you'll notice the water changing to a beautiful golden color and an aromatic steam rising from the pot. This simmering process is essential because it allows the water to extract the beneficial compounds from each ingredient. After simmering, turn off the heat and let the tea steep for an additional 10 to 15 minutes with the lid on. This steeping time allows for maximum extraction of the active compounds. The longer it sits, the more concentrated it becomes. Many people prefer to prepare this tea in the evening. Cover the pot and let it steep overnight at room temperature, then strain and reheat a portion in the morning. This overnight steeping creates a particularly potent brew. How and when you consume this tea matters just as much as the ingredients themselves. Research shows that timing can significantly impact how well your body absorbs and utilizes beneficial compounds. The optimal approach is to drink 1 cup first thing in the morning on an empty stomach and another cup before bed. Drinking this tea on an empty stomach in the morning allows for maximum absorption of the beneficial compounds. Your digestive system is most receptive after the overnight fast. This morning ritual helps prepare your digestive system for the day ahead by stimulating digestive enzymes and promoting healthy gut motility. Many people report feeling more energized and experiencing smoother digestion throughout the day when they start their morning this way. The evening cup serves a different purpose. Consuming it before bed allows the anti-inflammatory compounds to work during your body's natural repair processes that occur during sleep. However, if you find the ginger too stimulating in the evening, feel free to only do the morning routine. You can add a teaspoon of raw honey to your tea after it has cooled to below 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature is important because excessive heat destroys honey's beneficial enzymes. Honey not only improves the taste, but also brings its own antimicrobial and soothing properties to the blend. This tea should be part of a holistic approach to health. Consistency matters more than intensity. Drinking this tea daily for several weeks will yield better results than drinking large amounts sporadically. Give your body time to respond to these natural compounds. We need to have an honest conversation about diet and digestive health. Many traditional cuisines around the world are delicious and represent important cultural heritage. However, modern lifestyles often differ significantly from the circumstances in which these food traditions developed. Research published in the journal Nutrition and Diabetes has examined how diets high in refined carbohydrates and starchy foods can contribute to metabolic dysfunction. Foods like white rice, yams, dumplings, and other heavy starches, when consumed in large quantities regularly, can cause rapid spikes in blood glucose levels. A study published in The Lancet found that dietary risks were responsible for more deaths globally than any other risk factor, including tobacco smoking. Over time, frequent consumption of high-starch meals without adequate physical activity can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. This isn't about abandoning cultural food traditions entirely. It's about finding balance and making informed modifications. Research published in Circulation found that adhering to healthy lifestyle factors could prevent over 50% of cardiovascular disease cases. Perhaps instead of having rice, yam, and dumplings all in one meal, choose one starch and fill the rest of your plate with vegetables. Maybe reduce portion sizes of heavy foods and increase your intake of leafy greens and colorful vegetables. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress and awareness. Even reducing your intake of heavy, starchy foods by 30 to 40% while increasing vegetable consumption can make a measurable difference in your health markers over time. Studies have shown that modest dietary changes, when maintained consistently, can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes by over 50% in high-risk individuals.
Your daily choices compound over time. What you eat today affects how you feel tomorrow, next week, and years from now. This tea is one tool to support your digestive health, but it works best as part of an overall balanced approach to nutrition. Let's discuss something that might seem counterintuitive in our food-abundant culture: periodic gut rest through fasting. This isn't a modern fad. Fasting has roots in ancient practices and is increasingly supported by contemporary research. A comprehensive review published in the New England Journal of Medicine examined the effects of intermittent fasting on health and aging. The research found that fasting triggers metabolic switching, where the body shifts from using glucose to using ketones derived from fat as its primary fuel source. Research published in the journal Cell Metabolism has shown that giving your digestive system regular breaks activates autophagy, a cellular cleaning process where your body breaks down and recycles old, damaged cellular components. This process is crucial for maintaining cellular health and may play a role in longevity and disease prevention. From a gut health perspective, fasting gives your digestive system time to rest and repair itself after constant processing of food. Studies have found that intermittent fasting can positively alter the gut microbiome composition, potentially increasing beneficial bacteria species. Research published in the journal Gut found that even short-term fasting can reduce inflammation markers in the digestive tract. This doesn't mean you need to engage in extended fasts. Even implementing a 12 to 16-hour overnight fast, eating dinner earlier and breakfast later, can provide significant benefits. Some people practice 1 or 2 days per week where they significantly reduce their caloric intake or consume only liquids like this herbal tea, vegetable broths, and water. The combination of drinking this detoxifying tea while practicing some form of intermittent fasting or periodic gut rest can amplify the benefits of both practices. The tea provides anti-inflammatory and digestive support, while fasting gives your body the space to utilize those compounds effectively and engage in its natural healing processes. A study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology showed that ginger, in particular, helps maintain gut microbiota balance during periods of dietary stress. Knowledge without action remains just information. Real transformation happens when you implement what you've learned consistently over time. Start by making this tea a daily ritual. Set aside time in your evening to prepare it, allowing it to steep overnight so it's ready when you wake. Make it part of your morning routine, something you look forward to rather than another task on your list. Track how you feel over the next few weeks. Many people report improvements in digestion, reduced bloating, more stable energy levels, and better overall well-being within the first month of consistent use. Next, honestly assess your dietary patterns. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Identify 1 or 2 changes you can make immediately. Maybe it's adding a large salad to your dinner every night. Perhaps it's swapping white rice for cauliflower rice a few times per week, or simply reducing your portion sizes of starchy foods by 1/3 while increasing vegetables. Small changes, implemented consistently, create lasting results that compound over time. Consider incorporating some form of intermittent fasting into your routine. Even starting with a 12-hour overnight fast is beneficial. Eat dinner by 7 p.m. and don't eat again until 7 a.m. the next morning. Once that feels comfortable, you can extend it if desired. Remember that this is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when you eat foods that don't serve your health goals, and that's completely okay. What matters is the overall pattern of your choices over weeks and months, not perfection on any given day. If this video gave you valuable information about natural gut health and actionable steps you can take today, please type yes in the comments below. That simple word motivates us to continue creating content like this. Your engagement helps us know what resonates with you and what kind of information you want more of. If this video helped you understand these natural remedies better, please hit that like button. Share this video with friends or family members who might benefit from this recipe and conversation about health. And here's something special. If you're someone who values evidence-based natural health solutions, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our research-backed content. Drop a comment telling us which country you're watching from. We have viewers from all over the world, and it's incredible to see this global health community grow. Your support means everything to us. Thank you for spending this time learning about natural health with me today. The fact that you watched this entire video tells me you're committed to making positive changes. That commitment is the first and most important step. Now go make that tea, start implementing these principles, and come back to let us know how you're doing. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember that small, consistent actions create extraordinary results over time.